First off, welcome. I have quite a few props to play with today. One being this gorgeous fire. I'm so fortunate. You know, it's just dancing for me. I kind of just saw that today as I was staring into the fire. And that's what's so cool about fires, camping, stuff like that. When people gather around and just stare into a fire, they all kind of focus. The heat's there. There's even the smoke that'll, you're focusing on the fire. It has smoke for a reason. Down to 10%. This can ought to be lower. Okay, first off, welcome to Seminole Mind and Stretching the Spirit. Here I talk, I muse, I sometimes sing. I have a couple things I can play with here. But first off, stretch into yourself. Okay, this is a book of dogs. I'm just going to randomly open a page. This one, the Bedlington Terrier. Let me read to you about the Bedlington Terrier. The Bedlington Terrier originated in the northeastern part of England over 150 years ago. This is a very old book, by the way. James Gilchrist Lawson. This is Howard from Coral. Oh, Howard from Coral. How sweet is that? Photographs and descriptions of the 103 leading breeds. This was printed, copyright 1934, all rights reserved, edition 1935. You guys do the math. Okay, 150 years ago plus since 1935. It is not very well known in America, although it is one of the gamest of hunting dogs, a great destroyer of rats and other vermin, a good watchdog, and an intelligent, loyal, and cleanly house dog. It resembles the Airedale Terrier, but is smaller. Bedlingtons are clever, persistent, and faithful hunters with keen scent and stout hearts. A Bedlington will tackle an otter, draw a badger, or bolt a fox without hesitation. It's fond of water and is supposed to be a cross between the Dandy Dinmont Terrier and the Otterhound. It is about 15 or 16 inches high and weighs about 22 to 24 pounds. The color is dark blue, blue tan, liver and tan, or sandy. The sheep-like head of the Bedlington is one of its most striking features. Let me show you guys again. The sheep-like head, the Bedlington. All right. You guys just want to sit on the ground. You can even just, I think most people can do this. Just push your feet into the earth. I'm gonna take my socks off. I was out dancing in the backyard, telling the sun, hey, I'm waiting for you. Okay, so we're going like this. Just sit up. Just pull your elbows against your knees. Pull into yourself. You can even get to your heart, maybe here with your fingers. Make a connection. Lengthen your neck, lower your shoulders. I hope you can hear me. Really kind of get that spine long. Feel the extension with your shoulders lowered. Again, pulling in against your knees with your elbows. These guys are buddies, man. It's the goat, the Capricorn aspect of the body is the knees and the joints. do that. Get your arms out like this, and then just twist. See what you got. That feels good. Other way. Yeah. You guys can keep doing that. Or just whatever if you're on the ground. Well, what do I want to do here? I kind of want to I went to my room to get something and I didn't know why I was there. Anyone? Anyone else? So I was like, why am I here? And I was looking at my bookshelf, at my books, and I grabbed this, and this is a cool fella. Let's see if I find a scripture. Here we go. Oh, again, this is The Wisdom of a Broken Heart by Lars Muehl. He kind of trashes the ego, so it pisses me off, but but there's a lot of great stuff in here. Okay, so this is what I opened up to. Magdalene. He loved her more than the other disciples and often kissed her on the mouth. Gospel of Philip 63:30-34. This kiss, like the one in the Song of Songs, is a very special kiss. The Aramaic word for kiss, nashak, means to breathe together or to share the same breath. When two people kiss each other, they take part in ruka dukushka together and thereby transform a whole world. Yeshua and Miriam weren't just lovers, they were also initiates. Every time they shared the same breath, they were born again through the kudsha. This is a lot about kissing. Well, there's a lot about kissing in here. So, Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, Magdalene, I get confused with those types of things. Let's pull a card. All right, me sitting in crisscross applesauce. I'm just gonna feel that. If you're like this, that's okay. I just want your spine to be straight. I just want your root on the ground. If you could just put your butt on the ground. Some people they're just not loose enough to do this, so that's fine. That means you have a ways to go, and it's going to feel great getting where as you go along. It's going to feel great getting there as you go along, because you'll just open up more and more and more until you could do this. I could not do this before, and I wasn't even really trying. It was more just of all the stretches combined to get you to a freaking full lotus with some wiggly fingers. It is a little intense just holding this pose, but I'll see how long this goes. Let's do a little shuffling. Stretch amongst yourselves. Just go right in. Do a little moaning, a little humming. I'm sure that Beethoven and Bach and Vivaldi and all those fantastic composers did a bunch of humming. How else would you compose an orchestra? A movement. You must be part of the result you're looking for. Okay, let's get a card. Let's just see what's going on this February 11th, 2/11. We got something. Horse thief, 7. My favorite number. I'm 1 of 7. Horse thief. Okay. Continue stretching. I'm going to unravel from this. I'm just going to put my feet together now. if you can't do that, maybe just like if you're sitting in a chair. I don't know, I think you should be able to do this. If you're like this, just put them together. Just feel them. Feel the soul. Soul still. Soul man. Horse thief. You know, I kind of, I watched a lot of like kid shows way too long. There was one called Zoom that I watched, and I was like in middle school. I like, even like Mr. Rogers. I mean, I'm not saying I'm Mr. Rogers, but I'm just saying that I like that, especially the puppet shows. Horse thief. So it's Axis. Axis. Yeah. Like when you feel like, man, I'm in a hurry. These people are waiting to see what the horse thief means, man. They're like, we are so bored right now. Okay, if you're really bored, get into a deeper stretch and feel it. How about that? Like right now, I'm right by my tail. You know, if we have oh man, this feels so good. If we have another field coming out of our tailbone, it would be a tail. It's called a tailbone. So we can really, here we go, enhance that tail. Okay, I'm just gonna put my legs like that. Man, that felt really good. And just, if you can just swim, like if you're just like this, that's cool. And just kind of like lean forward, you know, and get my legs out and flex. There's some toes. All right, here we go. 7 of blades. The anticipation, man. I'm just like kind of going into each hip. I'm popping. It's good stuff. 7 of blades, horse thief. Oh, it just gets on my ankle. Okay. As the Native American people gradually mastered and developed the art of horsemanship, their existence metamorphosed until a new hybrid roamed the plains. Right? Are we metamorphosing? Village tribes laid aside farm tools and took to hunting buffalo on horseback. The Cheyenne and the Arapaho left the woodlands of northeast Minnesota. The Comanche, a Shoshone offshoot, slipped down from the Rocky Mountains. To the banks of northern Mississippi came the Dakota, and some, like the Kiowa, came from places no longer recalled, even by tribal legends. All had one thing in common: the horse. The horse made nomadic life possible. Hunting with the aid of this great beast was the difference between feast and famine. Let me just adjust. Okay. The difference between feast and famine. Warfare among tribes took on a different dimension and became an even greater game. A new development was horse theft. Stealing horses from each other, and later from the white man, was considered proper and necessary at most times. A skilled horseman thief was a wealthy man, since a man's wealth was added up in horses. He paid for what he desired with them, and his importance was usually measured by how many he owned. Okay, here we go. Horse thief shows a brave leading a mount, bridled and saddled in the white man's way. He looks over his shoulder surreptitiously. A crescent moon shines down on a gray dawn. On a gray dawn. Yeah, I have a gray dawn right now. It's coming up. I might get some. It's pretty rare there. We'll see. The essence of the horse thief is achievement and progress, but only after danger and conflict. One must keep going and stay confident, especially in oneself. Bravo. Bravo, Native American Tarot deck. This is 14 minutes? Oh, jeez. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I do have some content that I want to talk about later. I love you.